A very warm welcome to you again. Thank you for joining us in this tutorial. And in this tutorial, our main thing will be to learn how to create a mega menu on Shopify. If you come to your Shopify store, and I believe you possibly know how to use that because this tutorial assumes that at least you know the basics of Shopify. But if you don't have such basics, do not worry. We have more tutorials in this YouTube channel where you can learn about that, and you're so much welcome to watch that. So if you come to your Shopify on the left-hand side here, and then you look at your online store, you will notice that the theme that we normally have is actually called the Dawn theme. And if you look at its customization, if you click on customize and then you come to your store, your online store, you notice doesn't look so nice the way you'd want it. And so you'd want to edit this and make sure that you have a mega menu. Now, what do I mean by a mega menu? If we look at this website for KRA, you'll notice if I bring the cursor at the top for individual, you notice we have this one as the mega menu individual. Then the mega menu here becomes the parent. Then under individual here, we have PIN registration, we have filling and paying, we have calculate task and all that. If now I come to PIN registration, you notice here we have learn about KRA PIN. So this is a mega menu. This is the parent, that is the PIN registration. And this on this side is the grandchild or the grandchildren. If I come to filling and paying, you notice we still have another menu on this side. So if I look at business, you notice business, under business we get companies, and under companies we get taxation for companies. Under compliance and penalties we have learned about. So basically this is the mega menu. That's what we mean by a mega menu, that has the mega menu, the parent, and the grandchild. So how do we have, or how can we use such a menu, or how can we create such a menu on Shopify? So let's go back to Shopify and I'll click back. And now I want to have such a mega menu where I can just click on one item and I'm able to open a drop down list of other items. So under apps down here on the top left, you click on apps and then you will type here smart mega menu. It will give you different things to do with the mega menu. So the one you would want to use here would be this by Kikify Smart Mega Menu. So you'll click on that once, and then you can see all its details here. And you notice it has almost 5-star rating. That means it's a very good app to use to create your mega menu on Shopify. Then we have other details down here about it, which you can read. And then we have the pricing. We have the free version, which is what I'm going to be using in this tutorial. And then we have the basic, and then we have the premium. So at the top here, you will click on add app. Then you'll read the details here on the privacy details, what it will access, that is your contact information, location, and all these others. And then you click on install app at the top here. So we have 2 steps here. The first step is to create a menu, and the second step is to add and design. So the menu doesn't have any items yet, so I can click on add a new menu, or up here I can just click on add new menu there. So it's the same way as clicking it on this other side. So we can have the simple, we can have the mega menu here, or we can have the tabs menu. Remember, we want our mega menu. So I'll click on mega menu, and then I have these options. You notice we have all these options that I can use. I just click on that once. And so you notice now we have our menu added here. That is for product 1. Now this is editable. If I click on this upper part, the edit part here, I can now edit the items here. You notice I can add the title here. You notice our title at the top here is product 1, and our title here is product 1. Maybe here we can just put it as new. Let's call it new stock. So notice now our title here is new stock, and once someone clicks on new stock, it will open all this. So then also these ones are editable. I can edit this image. I can also rearrange by dragging and dropping. I want to edit the first product here. I'll click on edit, or let me just change it completely. I'll call it maybe rings, because I already have rings in my store, which I had added as a product. I can click on that. So you notice now my rings have been added there with their prices. We can add another menu here. Maybe I'll call that menu about us. So I want it to be maybe a simple one, or a mega menu, or a tabs menu. So let me just use a simple menu. I'll use this one here. So I'll use that one here. So notice now we have our new stock added here. We have a flyout tree called that way. So I can edit that, click on that arrow. Which name do I give it here? I want maybe to call it contact us. Then I can put a link there. Maybe if I need to put a link maybe to something, a page, a blog or something, I can just add anything there. Then I can also edit this fly out menu, the first one. Instead of calling it fly out menu, let me call it telephone. Then I can add details down here for the phone number and all that. I can also add a link here to whatever I need it to lead to. Then I can edit the second fly out menu here. I can call it WhatsApp. Click on that, type here WhatsApp. And then I can go to the next one here, the third menu here, which is edit. I can edit that and put it maybe Skype. So you notice now I have added from the main menu, I have added children. And remember, I can now add the grandchildren. So I simply click on that Skype, and then you notice I have the sub menu here. So let me click on the first one and call it the main office Skype, main office. Then I can click on the second one. Maybe I want that to be the Skype for sales. I click on that, sales. Then I can create the third one here and call it the complaints and orders. So that is how you do that. So now notice under our contact us, you can contact us via telephone, WhatsApp, and Skype. But under Skype, we have decided to add main office, sales, complaints, and orders. If we feel maybe we left out something with the phone here, we can click on phone, and then we can add an item over the phone, so that we now have a menu for the phone here. So we can add an item. So the first item here, we can call it landline under telephone. And then the second telephone item here, we can call it mobile. And we can keep on adding all those. And then once you have made the changes that you want, you click on save, and the mega menu has been saved. You can also edit other things here about your profile. You can look for tips. You can also explore, or you can also upgrade. So now you notice you have our mega menu added there. So after you click on save, your mega menu has been saved. Now, if I go back to my store here, then I click here, view your store. I'll click on view your store here at the top. You notice now we have our two items that we added here. We have new stock, and under new stock, you notice what it opens. It opens the rings, the bags, and everything. Under contact us, you notice it has telephone. Under telephone, we have mobile, and then WhatsApp. We didn't add anything. For Skype, we have main, we have sales, we have complaints and orders, and we can still keep on editing that. Now, you can also change the image here. If you don't want this image, there is a different tutorial on how you can edit this homepage, change all this, and you are free to watch that. I hope this has been helpful. Kindly like our video, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.